You may not have heard of Jack Coulthard. He is a British artist of consummate talent who has spent the last 50 years creating and perfecting his unique and extensive collection of paintings. Jack is a storyteller, making a conscious narrative statement in each of his paintings. However, his work cannot be defined or labelled in terms of contemporary art movements. He sits outside of these. Rather, he is defined by what he is not. Jack is not a pre-Raphaelite, although his paintings are deeply researched and have a meaningful narrative, as in English pre-Raphaelite artwork. Jack is not a surrealist, although Breton's Surrealist manifesto of 1924 deeply influenced his philosophical, political and imaginative sensibilities. Jack is not a postmodernist. In his words, his work is not a spiteful reaction to the detritus of postmodernism. It is not a re-appropriation, but his paintings are a return to find what is going to be new. He is a creator of worlds and of possibilities.
When I was at grammar school, I was going to go into the colonial service. I wanted to be a district officer in Kenya or so, you know, but everything shifted the other way, like more drawing and less reading. A lot of these paintings take a long time, and so for weeks and weeks or months you're thinking about them. You know, when you go into the studio, there's this terrible unresolved picture that you've no idea how you could sort it out.
Now, the only person in this painting who is unhappy in their body is this man, who is a spaceman, but wearing a pickle hat as well. And he aims to explain, I think, he aims to explain to all these random people what the secret of the universe is. And she is a crazy girl who thinks she can fly, and she's showing him the moon. And everybody is embellishing the world or themselves. So I think that's kind of like, that's what happiness is. And this is different from a lot of the others because they're showing people still in conflict with their mind place. Maybe not the white caravan, because she is happy with that. But everybody else is in some circumstance which they find disturbing.
So, just returning to the paintings, you've got this lovely opportunity to see all these images in front of you and to reflect on...
Because I've never seen them all together before.
Absolutely.
I've only seen 2 or 3 together.
And how's that made you feel?
From the look of them, they look like frames from a really well-coloured in comic strip. And I'm wondering if you were to rearrange them, would there be a story there? And all I know is that if there is a story there, it either begins, which is the same, or ends with that one.
With the makers.
Because whether it begins or ends, it's still part of the story, isn't it?
So what is unique about your paintings that would make somebody want to buy one?
Oh, God. That they can look at them for a very, very, very long time. Like most paintings, I think. Well, anyway, I like the idea that you can look at them for quite a long time. I mean, I did them, but I can still look at them for a long time. Because that is hard. Why? Because to me they are reassuring. Like a lot of the time, if you're alive, You're not sure. You feel very uncertain. You know? Well, I do anyway. If I could paint my own family, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. But paint the ones who aren't here now, like my mother and father.
Well,
Because that is a portrait of my father, you know? I don't know whether this comes across from your knowledge of art history, but it's almost inconceivable that a serious painter of some age should want to paint where everybody started from, which is, you know, you in the home with your mum and dad. But there's something about that